What's going on, Jerome's? Last year, the Minnesota Fighting Vikings defense was not great, and a big reason why was that cornerback room. Even though the Vikings invested significant draft capital into the position, fourth-round pick Caleb Evans, as well as high second-round pick Andrew Booth Jr. And Booth, his football career has been marred by injuries, and last year was no exception, but hopefully he can bounce back, and it really is a make-or-break season for Booth in year two, as if he can't step up, the Vikings are going to move on and bring in other younger cornerbacks, as evidenced by spending a third-round pick on Mekhi Blackman this year. But let's talk about Andrew Booth Jr. today. A background: 22 years young, 6 foot, $194, former five-star recruit from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Was a 2-year starter for Clemson. In 2021, he posted 26 tackles, 3 picks, 5 passes broken up, quarterback rating of 70 when thrown at, as well as a 78.4 PFF grade, 78.6 in coverage. First team All-ACC, which is kind of a big deal. No problem. Didn't test in the offseason. Again, injury issues. Had a quad issue as well as a double hernia, which was surgically repaired last offseason as well. And then scouting report, Lance Zierlein, NFL.com. Draft projection round 2, NFL comp, Jack Rabbit Jenkins. Ooh, we'll take that. Overview: a press zone combo corner with good size and length. Booth plays with an urgent competitive nature. He has a strength, balance, and foot agility to press and slow the release. He has limited starting experience, though. He will need more development to prevent route specialists from manipulating his feet and hips. Booth has the ball tracking and play strength to find and maintain top dog positioning through catch tries. He's more effective in off coverage underneath than tight man. He needs to play more football, but his ball hawking instincts, a burst to close, and toughness and run support will be very appealing for zone teams looking for an upgrade at cornerback. So all that sounds pretty damn good, right? That's why the Vikings made him a priority. They traded up in the second round up to 42 with the Colts to go get him. I mean, and also here's the thing: 42 is a really high draft pick, man. Like, that's top end of the second round. So the fact that, I mean, a lot of Vikings fans are already writing him off kind of says a lot about how year one went. But he does check all the boxes on the film. Length that stands out. We even said Xavier Rhodes adjacent, and also health-wise, I guess it does sync up with Xavier Rhodes. But I love his feistiness. I love that he plays downhill, and when he's on the field, like, he can get after it. So I like that. Did have some minor camp injuries. Again, sounds like a broken record at this point, but put him behind the 8 ball in the cornerback competition. Patrick Peterson was here, Cameron Dantzler was here, Sean Sullivan, Duke Shelley eventually, as well as Caleb Evans, frankly, outperformed him last year too. So, I mean, there's a reason why he really struggled to get himself a game. Did play in 6 total matches last year, played 4 on special teams, did play in 2 games on defense, including a start against Dallas, allowed 13 catches for 152 yards receiving, 108.9 quarterback rating, and also committed 2 penalties. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And then eventually he was shut down with a meniscus injury in his knee that did require surgery as well. But the reason I say that it's make or break is that, I mean, the Vikings, they want to solve the cornerback issue, and they spent decent money bringing in Byron Murphy Jr. I mean, they had a complete turnover, pun intended, at the cornerback position. Again, P-squared, Dantzler, Sean Sullivan, Duke Shelley. Those are your top 4 cornerbacks last year. They're all gone. It's crazy, man. But Byron Murphy brought in big money free agent. Caleb Evans in year 2. Hopefully he's going to stay concussion-free and get after it. Mekhi Blackman, a third-round pick. The coaching staff obviously likes him a lot. He was running with the ones quite a bit, ahead of a guy like Andrew Booth Jr. So I think that he still has an opportunity. He has a high draft pedigree. He probably would have been a first-round pick if he didn't have those injury issues at Clemson. But knocking on all the wood, he's got to stay healthy, and that's been a major issue. And also, it was an issue with the Caleb Evans too, just the way that they play, the way that they like to play downhill, the way that they're aggressive and everything. Sometimes players have to dial things back to save themselves from themselves. So I think that Booth, I'm not ready to give up on Booth. I think that the kid is too talented, and if he gets some puck luck with health, I think that he could potentially be a force on the outside. And even though the Vikings, they certainly do have contingency plans with Murphy and Blackman and Evans, I think that Booth could be a guy moving forward. But your thoughts are thoughts. Make or break for Andrew Booth Jr. in year 2. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.